You've probably heard before about all the benefits of Sudoku for the older population because it helps keep their brain and memory in shape and helps prevent the onset of cognitive decline. But the thing is, Sudoku is great for kids, for teens, for adults, for people of all ages actually, for so many different reasons. And best of all, it's not time consuming to do, nor is it super difficult. It's just a great way to spend your excess free time while getting a ton of benefits out of it. Now, I consider myself a little bit of a puzzle addict, so I'll be telling you about a lot of these benefits and teaching you how to solve some of Sudokus like these. Let's start with some of the more direct benefits. Sudoku helps a lot with developing your thinking and problem-solving skills, as well as with pattern identification. A study done for the Second European Conference on Games-Based Learning discovered that for younger students who are still working on developing some of those logical processes, using a symbols-based Sudoku helped a lot with developing their logical thinking and problem-solving abilities. As for older students who are developing their more abstract thinking and problem-solving skills, switching over to a numbers-based Sudoku helped a lot with that as well. As for pattern identification, the more you do Sudoku, the more comfortable you get with seeing patterns and seeing how those patterns lead to solutions, which helps with your pattern identification skills. Sudoku is a great way to develop these skills because first of all, it's not age restricted. You can do it with your parents, with your grandparents, with whoever, and everyone can have fun doing it. And second of all, it's super accessible and affordable, especially with the internet nowadays. There are tons of free apps and websites that'll give you a ton of Sudokus to solve. Let's talk about some of the more advanced benefits of Sudoku. Sudoku actually makes for a really good case study in a lot of other fields because it has a simple, consistent format, its rules are well established, yet there's still so much to be explored in the methods of solving. According to an excerpt from the book Math Horizons, in the world of math and computer science, Sudokus can lead to discovering a lot of new problems and new methods of thinking, and can also lead to better algorithms for pre-existing difficult problems. In the world of psychology, there was actually an article published in the American Journal of Psychology that explored the odd-even effect and found that puzzles with even numbers actually have a higher rate of being solved than puzzles with odd numbers. Now we'll get into some of the best methods for solving Sudokus. But before we jump into that, remember, Sudoku comes with a ton of difficulties, so if you feel like one's too difficult, don't feel bad about trying an easier one first. One of the best methods to help you solve Sudokus is to use notes. Notes are an easy way for you to keep track of which numbers can go in which cells and can reveal a lot of hidden patterns. As you can see from this time lapse, I typically like to add notes going digit by digit, but you can also go cell by cell and see which digits can go there and which digits can't. Once you have notes, there are a couple simple patterns you can make note of that'll help you fill out the puzzle. For example, if you look at this subgrid, this cell can have the numbers 4 and 9, this cell can have the numbers 2, 4, and 9, but this cell can only have the number 2, so of course the number 2 must go here. For a pattern that can be a little harder to notice, we can look at this subgrid. This cell can only have the numbers 1 and 6, and this cell can also only have the numbers 1 and 6, so we know the numbers 1 and 6 have to be in these two cells. That means we can eliminate 1 and 6 from this cell, we can eliminate 1 from this cell, and we can eliminate 1 and 6 from this cell. As you can see, Sudokus have a ton of positive effects and interesting applications despite being so simple in nature. They can help people of all ages with developing their thinking skills and can still be used for some pretty advanced research in a wide variety of fields. Best of all, you can solve them too using the methods I've shown you in this video. Even though Sudokus may just seem like another boring thing your parents or your grandparents do, they can still have a ton of positive benefits for you. So don't you want to do Sudoku now too?